16 big blinds, ace-jack for me is just a shove. With this stack distribution, this far from the money. Like I say, I need to make something happen here, so I'm happy to just shove this and get called. And hopefully at least be a coin flip against something. And not completely dominated. I don't particularly want to see a flop out of position versus this many players. So I just want to shove. I like shoving. Shoving makes me happy. Okay, we get through. I'm going to flat this and then just check shove any equity on the flop. Unfortunately, we don't flop any equity, so we're just going to check fold here. Here versus this guy who's folding to 75% of 3-bets, I'm just going to 3-bet with my blockers. Check behind here. We pick up a little bit of equity. When this guy donks though, with this guy left to act behind, I'm just going to take the prudent course of action here and just fold. I was going to fold. Fold there. I feel like I can probably get called here by stuff that I beat if I make it small enough. And I think he gets to the river with enough stuff that I beat. But it's okay, we'll take the pot. We get 3-bet by this huge nit, so I'm going to fold. Oh, I so want to shove this. I'm going to shove this, just because this guy's so wide, and this guy is so fishy looking. Looks like we're going to get through. Okay, so when this guy calls, doesn't really mean anything. He could potentially have an ace here, obviously. He could also have a flush draw. Of course, he could also have a 9, but he's going to let us know if he does. I'm going to check fold now. He's pretty clearly got us beat. Yeah, and when he does this, we can just happily fold. Nice. Let's try and get some value here. Don't know what he's calling down with like that. This guy looks not really very much on him, but when you mix it his 3-bet this small, we have to call. This guy looks. No sense betting here and then getting check raised. Now we can bet. And we can call, I think, yeah. Can flat here and set mine. I'm going to flat here and try and encourage one of these short stacks to shove, or possibly this guy to squeeze. I don't normally do things like this, but in this spot I think it's profitable. Because I intend to double through those guys. Okay, so when this guy donks, I'm not too afraid of like of other flush cards coming out, so I'm just going to flat and let this guy come along. I'm going to check behind here. And now we can really get value, because we've shown some weakness. I'm going to just shove. Looks like we won and doubled up. This guy is so short that I can make this slight overbet. Even though this does like hit their calling range a little bit, I feel like my pocket tens blocks a lot of the hands that might have draws on this board. So if he has a jack, so be it. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, he just looks so wide anyway that a lot of the time he's not going to have a jack there, and he's not going to have anything that he can call with, so we could just pick up the pot, but it's fine. Okay, let's register for some more tournaments. We've got 10 tables open, so we've got a few more due to start. Got this one, got this one, got this one. Yeah, so we're doing well for the table count. Just gonna check give up here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Meant to minimize this. Okay, now we're gonna get out of the way. I'm going to isolate this guy. He's raising under the gun, but he looks pretty loose. Not sure why stats aren't coming up for this guy. I think maybe my poker tracker is stalled yet again. So in the next break, I'm going to shove over this guy's limp. Yeah, I think my my HUD has frozen on some of these tables. Unfortunately, this guy does wake up with pocket tens behind us. That's okay. Getting pretty short. When this guy donk shoves all in for a pot size bet, I feel obliged to call. But I feel like if he had an ace... Yeah, not sure about this one. Yeah, I'm gonna err on the side of caution here. Because I hold one of the diamonds, it makes it less likely that he's got some kind of like flush draw that he's doing this with. I'm gonna fold. Gonna call this. Nice. Okay, so we're still chipping up nicely on a lot of these tournaments. I'm going to try and get this guy to induce this guy to shove on me by raising small rather than just shoving. Fortunately, he does not bite. Okay, so this guy's limping again. Yeah, with this guy in the big blind, I don't want to get too frisky, just in case I get shoved on. Plus with this guy also, I want to encourage this short stack to come along. We flop an ace in a limped pot in position with some backdoor draws. Welcome everybody to the stream. Happy holidays, as I said. I hope all you poker degenerates have been doing something other than just playing or watching poker during your Christmas day. But I can't say I'm complaining. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see what he does here on the river. I'm not sure what he's doing this with. I'm not going to raise him on the river there because when I see players doing that, a lot of the time they're doing it with this guy doesn't squeezed yet, so I'm going to get out the way there. I did consider like shoving over him, but yeah, felt like he had something there. So this has been a session that started way earlier than my last two sessions. Both of those sessions started at either 9 PM or 10 PM GMT. Today I started my session at about, let's say between 2:30 and 3 o'clock. So we've been running for a couple of hours. Meant to raise a bit bigger there, but we are pretty deep stacked, so it doesn't matter. I want to encourage somebody over here to 3-bet us so that we can call and stack somebody's aces when we hit a jack. Or just play comfortably post-flop with them. This guy's only raising 8% of hands, so I feel like I'm better off just flatting here and defending my button. And as predicted, I hit my set on a board versus two people that they're going to potentially have a lot of cards that they're willing to call at least one street with. So I can get value for my set pretty easily. This I'm going to fold though with this guy. Not a great card, but still got so much equity here that we can barrel and make it relatively large and expect to get called a lot. Okay, well, when he does this, he's from Brazil, I'm just gonna call. Yeah. We like that. This looks a lot to me like some kind of weird